I guess we're here at Earn Your Leaders event in Wynwood. Shout out to Rashad here as well. How you doing, brother?
What's up, bro? I'm here, man. Ready to get our Basel week started for us. It's our first day of a 3-day activation. Thank you for coming, brother. I appreciate it.
Gotta support, brother.
So in love.
Look at the fit, man. Please. Guys, go to YouTube, Earn Your Leisure. Where else can they find you as well?
Earn Your Leisure on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, anything. Earn Your Leisure.
Guys, we're gonna do a collab with them as well in the studio. Check it out. We're here at the event right now. You get to see behind the scenes. Check it out, guys.
Yeah, we want to deal with that 80s look. So, very selfish right now. So, first and foremost, thank you guys for coming. We appreciate y'all. This is a kickoff of a crazy 3-day event. We're going to talk about tomorrow a little later, but today we're going to focus on what we're about to do. And I just want to kind of just give you guys the run of the show exactly what's going to happen. So, we're going to have a dope fireside chat with Kyle Henry. Then, Ally is going to have.
Y'all ready for this show? Wait, Roller, whose glasses are those?
I don't know. I just found them here.
Everybody on Do Not Disturb
That's for me.
anyway.
It's the baddie Instagram. Cheese, isn't that your sunglasses? Cheese.
Oh yeah, shot what? Me?
You got your glass.
The hater blockers. Okay.
City girls.
Fucking all the haters. I like it.
I like it too.
1,000
Be a
points.
fire show today.
It's gonna be.
I'm excited. I'm very
Go.
excited. City girls up by 1,000.
Nah, city girls are down right now.
No.
They're getting caught.
We started in the negatives.
No, City Girls are up right now. Sweetie was just a little baby. City Girls are up for better or worse.
Yeah, but he said that they weren't dating. He said it on the internet.
The chicken nuggets were still there. They were together. City Girls are up.
Thank you.
Wait. I got a Percy. Hold up.
I don't have a phone.
Yeah, gonna be a lit show rolling once again. Owen Cook came through as well. It was fire. Shout out to Owen, RC Tyler, it was lit. So, good show tonight, and then
Where you say that?
move from there.
Why do you gotta press within the purse? And then for the yeah, but did you drive
It's
it?
a wrestling.
Didn't you drive here?
I did.
Going out and just meeting people for almost 2 decades. And I did that as a way to learn how to get out of my social fog that I was in. And, you know, in the process of that, I work my way up into hot Hollywood parties. I've got a crib in the Hollywood Hills myself. I do a lot of parties there. So I've just seen a lot of stuff, and you just see a lot, so it's cool to see people breaking that down. Something that you guys didn't go into, and maybe you've gone into it in other podcasts, but like something that you'll talk about is the female imperative. Mm-hmm. And so that's the way that I interpret that. And I think there's many ways you can interpret, just so my take on it is the idea of collectivism, to where people kind of unconsciously collectively adopt a certain set of ideas as sort of a way to protect the collective in a way, right? Mm-hmm. And I think collectivism can be a beautiful thing. I'm not against all forms of collectivism, but unfortunately collectivism can also be exploited to take down society. You can take people that are really struggling and you can turn people against each other. And a lot of what you guys are talking about here, is really the downfall of society. And it's really terrifying. And in 2020, we've really, really seen this. It's like whatever it is that you reap in life is a result of the seeds that you're planting. And socially, we've been planting a lot of really, really bad seeds for the past 20 years, or maybe more, and some good seeds too. It's not all bad. A lot of good stuff too, but there's a lot of bad ones. And now it's getting to the point where the kind of conversations that you guys are having, like some people might look at the conversation that you guys are having here and be like, oh, well, why are they saying that stuff? And like at a certain level, it could look like, oh, like a bunch of guys getting together trying to get laid or things like that. But like it's literally trying to save guys' lives from suicide. And this is something that is not talked about, is people that are being talked off the ledge, because we don't tend to think of guys as having a high suicide rate. I know you've actually addressed that in your books and things like that. Several times.
Yeah,
several times. But it's not something that like people don't realize. Like a guy like myself, when I was in that social fog and just feeling an inherent sense of wrongness and not understanding the way that things are, well, that wasn't something that made me mad. That was something that empowered me to go and take action so that I could get a better result, so that I could sit on the other side of it and kind of, sympathetically look at people and be like, oh, that's too bad that they don't get that. So the main key, if I'm somebody who's taking this in, is to realize that there are larger social agendas. I mean, I just came back from a meeting with people who were in the previous administration's State Department. So, I hear things at a lot of different levels. Like I hear things from the top. I've been kind of lucky. Like I've worked with people in big tech. I've worked with people in all different industries. I do a lot of one-on-one coaching and that kind of stuff. People that are successful. So I hear the different sides of these things, and a lot of what's happened, including in 2020, and with a lot of pretty crazy stuff that we can't really get into here for reasons that I'm sure you're aware. This is part of a larger agenda that is meant to really rip people apart, and so it's just. It's sad. It's funny because I actually enjoy all humor, so I enjoy it. But it's also sad, and we've got to get our stuff together socially, or we're going to be in really, really big trouble. And if your audience doesn't see the bigger picture of 2020, they need to wake up. And so and this is going to go off the rails. So I actually spent the past year pretty much, and you guys are going to laugh at this. So after years and years of like Hollywood parties and this stuff, so I'm used to being like, I live in LA and I do parties and I go to my friends' parties, we go to nightclubs. I couldn't do that, right? So, imagine me, I run a seminars company. I run an 8-figure seminars company. And all of a sudden I can't do seminars and I can't go out to bars and clubs. So like my whole life is like ruined. It's like, I hate this. I'm super frustrated. So what I did instead was I went out into the forest for almost a year and a half now. So I've literally been to almost every national park, all through the forest. I drove it. I actually wanted to get more, I know it's kind of whatever, but I'm 42, I'm getting up there. I want to be a little bit more connected to the land, get connected to the country, understand what's out there. And I just went into nature and just worked on making new videos and going a little bit deeper and kind of reflecting on the past 20 years of experience and, work like what you guys are doing or work like what you're doing and learning from that as well as my own experience and kind of combining that and thinking a lot about the bigger social picture. I was in a pretty painful breakup a long time ago. Okay. And so me and one of my staff, we would listen to your book in the car while we're driving.
Really?
Yeah, just every day we would listen to it just for like half an hour. And so I kind of, me and my friends were kind of idiots. We just like to laugh all day. That's all we do. We just clown all day, right? So we would just listen to the book, for half an hour. And we would just, every single zinger that he would say, we would just crack up, you know what I'm saying, right? Because I was fresh in the breakup. So my mind was just in a very receptive state to kind of taking in the input, So, but I remember the part where we sat out there in the car for 15 minutes before we went in the house was this, it was like a poem that you had in the book called Hypergamy Doesn't Care.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
Is there a way to play this for the audience? Hypergamy doesn't, can we play it or I can play it on my phone?
I can get.
You got a link?
Yeah,
we can send it.
I know where the post is.
So I'll tell you the story, then we'll play it. Yeah. So me and my buddy Aaron, we sat out there in the car, and we'd been listening to this for a while. And so one thing I try to do is when I'm public speaking, I go off, right? Just the way you guys do too. I just go, oh, is this my, okay. So I try to just really go off. But when I'm listening, I try to really listen. I try to really be receptive and take it in and consider what I'm hearing and all that kind of stuff. So we really, really take it in in a deep level. Yeah. So we're just very receptive and very open. So it has this crazy poem called Hypergamy Doesn't Care. And me and my buddy Aaron were just sitting in the car outside my crib. And every single line, we just paused it. We were like, ah! And he just got we're just like, ah! And then by the end of it, by the time it was done, we were just like, ah! And he just sat there in the car screaming for 5 minutes.
Damn. Straight facts.
So he's just really letting it marinate, letting it in.
I think I know exactly.
Can we play
What
it?
video was it?
It was called Hypergamy Doesn't Care. It's
Is that I'm wearing better. This nigga tried to copy my style, but it's all good because you know what? We're winning today, okay? That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'll bring you into the all black. You know what I mean? Listen.
It hides the curves.
Well, first of all, not only does it hide the curve, but you see me, I'm not the nigga who can match with the accents and the blues and the reds. So you know what I do? I keep it mostly all black. Black goes with everything. That's the only time I match. I learned that from being on the show called Everyday Struggle. They would be like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga wearing? His hat look like this, his hat is camo, his shirt is white, and his jeans are blue. What the fuck going on? What, you dressed in the dark? All black always works. Remember that, okay? All black, everything works.
Besides copying my style, I can still my dog. And guess what? This weekend's gonna be lit. Art Basel, we're going out, right? We can get lit this weekend? We out?
You need to take a break from partying, man.
Nigga, I'm networking.
Yo, why do they keep letting this nigga get away with this lie?
It's the truth, nigga.
Yo, this nigga is networking to 5 bitches. Yo, what type of networking?
Nigga, I brought bitches to the club last night. 3 of them.
You bring the bitches to the club?
Yes, nigga.
Why don't you bring them to the crib? To fuck?
Nigga, I'm networking. It's perception, nigga.
Perception?
Yes.
So you are the nigga who supplies the bitches for other niggas to fuck?
I got my chick there and 2 others that they can do whatever they want. Come on, brother. It's a finesse, nigga. This nigga don't know the game, bro.
Yo, this nigga has told me the most ridiculous shit in the last like 3 months, and he's explained it with certain type of shit that it kind of makes sense, but it don't. It's marketing. Yo, it's a finesse. Yo, I get what I want. She likes me for me.
Listen, I ain't that articulate, you feel me? So I don't explain that well.
Nah, he explains it with taglines. That shit is hilarious. As soon as he's trying to, hey, this is why I get scam vibes from my nigga Fresh. As soon as he about to he's trying to sell his bullshit, he got a nice catchphrase just to sell it with. It's marketing. You know what I mean? So now you want to get into all this like shit, and you're into marketing. So the bullshit he telling you, like, oh, that's why I don't get it. It's marketing. No, you don't get it because it's bullshit. Okay, my man Party having a good time having his way out here.
Listen, man, I'm not working out here. This nigga's doing his own thing as well. That being said, Buddy's show right now.
You gotta delete that being said.